Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Previously, we discussed about the instructions of Krishna to Arjuna, that yung ginagawa ni Arjuna is trying to escape because he's attached to the result. Merong Karma Kanda section yung Vedas, which is very conscious yung mga tao kung ano yung magiging result ng kanilang activities, reactions. So this is the karma. Then Krishna is explaining now the Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga means doing the activities for the right purpose, for the right mission. And kailangan of course ng guidance ng guru, so one could really understand yung mission niya sa life, yung purpose niya sa life. The guru gives instructions, and actually it will be our path sa life para mas maging successful yung spiritual life natin. May mga ibang activities tayong pwedeng gawin, pero hindi dapat yun maging distraction sa ating real goal. The problem is, kapag wala tayong opportunity para malaman talaga yung real goal of life because of a lot of distractions, because a lot of activities that are not directed dun sa goal na yon. Yung mga side trip lang sa buhay. Yung mga not related na mga activities. Yung consequence nun, it's taking a lot of time sa buhay natin, which is limited. We have only 24 hours a day. We have certain years that we will live. And kapag na-waste yun, hindi na natin makabalik. So Karma Yoga means connecting our activities to Krishna. Karma Kanda means just enjoying yung activities natin and yung fruits nun, which is either good or bad. So may paradigm shift, may tawid dun sa practice. And it was mentioned then that there's no loss and diminution, meaning kapag nag-perform ka ng Karma Yoga or ng Bhakti Yoga, walang masasayang. Hindi natin ma-complete or ma-perfect yung life natin. Next life, it will continue. Compared to performance of Karma Kanda or just material life, kung ano yung ma-accumulate natin this life, hindi mo dadalhin yung next life. Sabi nga nila, hindi mo madadala sa hukay. Lalo-lalo na hindi mo madadala sa next life. Pwede mong dalhin yung karma kasi yung karma yung magiging reason para malaman kung ano yung next life ng isang soul. So this Karma Yoga, meaning performing activities for the benefit or the pleasure of Krishna. And sa section na aralin natin today, ito yung guidelines or yung manual kung paano i-perform to. Reading from the Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 2, text 42 to 43. Men of small knowledge are very much attached to the flowery words of the Vedas, which recommend various fruitive activities for their elevation to heavenly planets, resultant good birth, power, and so forth. Being desirous of sense gratification and opulent life, they say that there is nothing more than this. So, sino yung mga attached sa material life? Sino yung attached dun sa result ng material activities? Is the man of small knowledge. Hanggang dun lang yung kaya nilang intindihin. Yung dun lang yung kaya nilang alamin. Or dun lang yung gusto nilang alamin. To be honest, sabi nga nila, wala nga naman daw tao na bobo. Meron tao na tamad. Hindi kasi nag-effort, nagbibigay ng time para malaman or maintindihan. Yes, may limitation yung isang tao kasi may inclination, hindi siya mahilig siguro sa philosophy or may language barrier. Pero may ways how to really push through it para maintindihan kahit pa paano. At least yung essence. Bhagavad Gita is also teaching us na hindi academic knowledge yung kailangan to practice Krishna consciousness or spiritual life. It's beyond that. Andun yung sincerity, andun yung devotional service, andun yung loving devotional service, pag nilagay mo palalo ng love, yung performance ng bhakti. So, iba-ibang level siya. But men with small knowledge, hanggang eto lang yung kaya nilang or gusto nilang alamin or intindihin or gawin sa buhay. Kasi may isang factor na nag-hold back sa kanila, which is attachment. They are attached na magkaroon sila ng good birth, next life. Gagawin nila to para next life, ito yung magiging result. Or magkaroon sila ng activities or chance para mag-perform ng activities sa heavenly planets, which is bumabaha ng wine on women. Puro enjoyment lang. Heaven doesn't mean ito na yung goal ng buhay or ng soul. Kasi heavenly planets are part ng material world. Iba pa yung spiritual world, malayong-malayo pa doon. If you're gonna take a look kung ano yung mga practices currently, most of them, they're just aiming para sa heavenly planets. Stairway to heaven nga daw. Gusto nilang akitin yun. Ano meron doon? Enjoyment. Sense enjoyment pa rin. Multiplied enjoyment kung ano yung meron dito sa earthly planet. Ano yung hindi maganda? After some time, matatapos na yung karma, yung reactions na mag-i-stay siya doon, yung soul bababa uli sa earthly planet. So, still, part pa rin siya ng cycle of birth and death. Going sa heaven and hell, animal life, human life, and paikot-ikot lang. Paulit-ulit lang. Parang buhay. Same. But different. And since small knowledge nga daw, feeling nila, ito lang yung goal ng buhay and nothing else. Wala nang beyond it. May mga kilala ka ng mga tao na ang goal ng buhay lang nila is money, power, position, or at least makaangat dun sa status or class nila ng society. Ito na yung satisfaction nila sa buhay. Remember, nung bata tayo, yung satisfaction natin sa buhay is maglaro, makuha tong bagay na to. Diba? If hindi mo makuha yun, magka-tantrums pa yung mga ibang bata. So, ganun din yun. Pag tinitignan natin yung bata, ito lang yung gusto niya. Ito lang yung goal niya sa buhay. Pero, sinasabi nga ng mga adults, diba? Magbabago rin yung pagtanda, iba na yung goal mo, iba na yung gusto mo. Yung joke nga namin dito, parang yung mga bata ayaw matulog ng hapon. Pagtanda mo, gugustuhin mo yan. Goal yan. Magkaroon ng time matulog. So, ganun din in a macro level or in a spiritual level. Yung mga tao na addicted dun sa result or attached dun sa outcome ng kanilang material activities na alam nila ay naniniwala sila hanggang dun lang, is actually called small knowledge. Ayaw nila mag-go beyond it. 44. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence, and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination for devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place. So, hindi natin pwedeng i-mix talaga yung attachment natin materially dun sa goal natin sa spiritual life. Kasi hindi magkakaroon ng taste para i-perform yung spiritual activities. Ito na yung mga nagkatanong, is it okay na kailangan na or is it fine na hindi ko pa itigil yung mga intoxications? Kasi spiritual naman siya eh. Is it fine na magpa-perform ako ng mga meditation and chanting habang intoxicated? Alam natin may intoxication, gross, and also may intoxication in subtle way. Pero itong intoxication na to means it's covering our consciousness. It's covering our view, and kina-cloud niya yung ating sight sa spiritual life. So, hindi daw magkakaroon ng chance maging resolute in purpose and determination kapag addicted or attached sa material life. So, may difference. Yung hindi attached or detached sa material life and yung attached sa material life. Remember, attachment yung usapan, hindi yung performance ng activities. Kasi pwede kang may family, may trabaho, or may business, or may yaman, or walang pera, pero nagpa-perform sila ng devotional service. Yung key factor doon yung attachment. Attached ka ba or detached? Kapag attached daw, mahirapan mag-perform ng devotional service or ng spiritual life. Kaya mapapansin natin, madami sa nagka-practice ng spiritual life is yung may challenges sa material life. The material nature gave them this situation para mag-surrender talaga sila by force. Lumuhod talaga sila sa buhay. Lumuhod talaga sila kay Krishna. Kasi kapag nandun na yung comfort, yung opulence, very intoxicating. And hindi nila naisip na, may kailangan akong beyond pa dito sa material life. Kailangan ko mag-seek ng spiritual life, ng knowledge, ng spiritual master to follow their instructions. Sabi nga daw, kailangan materially exhausted tayo para mas magseryoso tayo. Pero of course, merong mga personalities na even they have these opulences, even they have these facilities, their opportunities, their like prestige life, seryoso pa rin sila sa kanilang spiritual life kasi meron silang detachment. Text 47. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty. So, in this verse, makikita natin, Krishna discussed a few things. Kailangan gawin yung prescribed duty. You have the right, sabi nga ni Krishna. Pero, we are not entitled dun sa fruits of action. Kung ano yung result. Hindi tayo entitled doon. Next is, never consider yourself the cause of the result of your activities. Kasi totoo naman, hindi naman tayo talaga yung supreme cause. We are just one doer. The rest, merong factors, yung material nature, and of course, yung sanction ni Krishna. So, 1/3 lang tayo. Kailangan lang natin mag-desire, mag-act. Pero kung ialaw ni Krishna kung ano yung magiging magandang result doon or not, wala tayong magagawa doon. Kung binigay niya sa material nature, ito yung magiging result. Hindi tayo in control. So, hindi tayo pwede mag-isip tayo yung cost nung nangyayari sa paligid. May ibang factors to consider. In the same way, yung mga nangyayari sa paligid, hindi rin tayo pag-iisipin na isang tao lang yung may cost nun. Ultimately, it's all Krishna's plan. Kung ano yung perception natin, it will depend on our mind and also kung makikita natin kung bad or good yun. Then never be attached to not doing your duty. So, Prabhupada divided these activities into two, yung capricious work and inaction. Meaning, yung ibang tao, nagagawa lang sila ng activities nila whimsically, independently. Walang guidance. Kung ano yung feeling nila, ano yung sinabi ng ibang tao, ng society, ay yung magiging path nila, the so-called calling. Ito yung gagawin ko sa buhay. Ito yung career ko. The other one is not doing the real duty in action. So, kailangan natin malaman yung real duty natin. So, if yung actions na dapat ginagawa natin, yung work natin na ginagawa, or duties natin, then materially, could be connected to that spiritual duties. Again, we'll go back to our Dharma and Swadharma. Swadharma is material duties. The Dharma is the spiritual duties. If we will be able to connect that, adi maganda yung buhay. And while performing these activities, kailangan daw may detachment. 48. Perform your duty equipoised, O Arjuna, abandoning all attachment to success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga. This is the title ng ating episode for today. We have to be equal sa ating perception sa failure or success. So, bakit ganito? Sabi sa verse, Siddhi asidhyo samobhutva. Kasi, if one is attached, meaning, ito yung magiging reason para ma-entangle siya sa material life. If one is detached, hindi siya ma-entangle dito. Rather, unti-unti siyang matututo to be really detached sa material world. So the process of Bhakti Yoga, ang tinuturo sa Bhagavad Gita, is a slow and steady detachment. But doesn't mean na hindi mo nagagawin yung activities. You have to use kung ano yun sa paligid natin, kung ano yung activities, your talents and skills in spiritual life. Hindi tayo lahat kailangan pumunta sa forest para mag-meditate. And wala nang gagawin na iba. Ito yung gustong gawin ni Arjuna. Sabi ni Krishna, no, you have to do your duty but be detached dun sa result. And you have to follow the instructions ng guru, which is si Krishna. So, nabubuo na ng onti-unti yung guidelines paano ka mabubuhay. Finding your relationship sa sarili mo na ikaw yung soul and mayroong supreme, na ikaw yung servant ng supreme. Pero, meron ka ring material duties na kailangan mo i-perform. Hindi mo kailangan takasan yung material duties kasi gusto ko maging spiritual na eh. It's false or immature renunciation. So, kailangan mo i-perform yung material duties mo pa rin. Pero with detachment and with connection, papunta kay Krishna para ma-please si Krishna, which is called yoga. In that way, mas tailor fit or madidesign natin yung lifestyle natin where we will become happy. Everyone will become happy kasi you're performing your duty spiritually and materially. Again, yung key factor is yung attachment and detachment. Sabi ni Krishna, perform your duty and be detached kung magiging successful or failure yung result nun. Pero you're doing your duty. Mas importante yon kesa you're doing it well materially pero attached ka. So, ang gandang meditation na ito. In the material aspect, ang sinasabi nila, failure is also a success kasi stepping stone mo yun para maging successful. It's either material gain or improvement na sarili or character. So, failure is also a part of success. Ayun sinasabi materially. But spiritual life, no, doesn't matter. Kung ano yung maging result, failure or success yan, you have to be detached. But you have to do well yung duty mo. And it doesn't mean na puro failure yon, hindi ka na magpe-perform ng duties. Spiritual life is like this. Text 49. O Dhananjaya, keep all abominable activities far distant by devotional service. And in that consciousness, surrender unto the Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their work are misers. Misers are the greedy people. They want to keep everything sa sarili nila. Kumbaga sila yung mga gatekeeper. Ayaw na lang i-share. Ayaw na lang maging instrument para maging successful din yung ibang tao. In a way na successful sila spiritual life or magkaroon sila ng detachment din. So, miser is one of the cause para maging mahirap yung practice ng spiritual life. Andun din, of course, yung lust and anger. Lust, anger, and greed. Ito nga daw yung hindrance. So, itong mga bagay na to, it's either magkaroon siya ng gain or victory or failure and mistakes. Ito yung mga kailangan i-meditate ng isang yogi, ng isang devotee. Na magkaroon siya ng equanimity kung ano yung mapiperceive niya or mararamdaman niya sa mga result ng actions niya. Sobrang important to kasi in life, hindi natin ma-assure na successful lahat ng endeavor natin. Na magiging smooth flowing. It's actually gonna be boring kapag, predictable yung buhay. Nagiging dull. Parang bland, walang lasa. Kung nakita natin yung ibang tao na pinanganak with silver spoon, nag-aanap sila ng something na mag-fulfill na kanilang ego or na kanilang passion. Kasi binigay na lahat sa kanila eh. Boring na lahat, diba? Pero yung iba, makikita natin, they're struggling. Yung mga experiences sa buhay is talagang ang laking endeavor sa kanila para ma-reach yung certain level. Pero they're very satisfied. So different life, different upbringing, different facilities. Pero iba yung drive. So ganito dapat natin tignan yung sa spiritual life or yung whole, yung life in general. Na we're performing our duties detached from the result, either success or failure. Pero yung real result na gusto natin maging successful is spiritual life. So, hindi natin pwede i-apply ito, yung method na how we will study this, yung detachment sa result and failure, hindi natin pwede i-apply sa spiritual life. Kasi gusto natin maging successful sa spiritual life. Paano i-measure yon? It's not because of having a position sa spiritual community or a different name or a different color of dress. Hindi ganun yung sukatan ng success sa spiritual life. Or magkaroon ng closeness, material closeness sa guru. Ibig sabihin successful na. No, hindi pa rin yun. The real success sa spiritual life is advancement sa practice of bhakti and detachment sa material life. Attachment kay Krishna, sa guru, sa devotees, and detachment sa material world. Ito yung success talaga sa spiritual life. Pero hindi siya sabi ni Krishna na gawin mo kagad yun. Tumakas ka na sa mundo. Ito yung gusto gawin ni Arjuna, di ba? The process of Bhagavad Gita is slowly, steadily improving, detaching ourselves, and moving forward kay Krishna. That's the safest. That's the safest. Tinatapos yung mga unfinished business para hindi maging reason yon para bumalik lalo or magkaroon ng relapse sa material attachment. So, may mga duties tayo ngayon. Either you're a mom, businesswoman, businessman, a son, diba, a parent, or whatsoever. Pero kailangan natin daw i-dovetail yung activities natin kay Krishna. And habang ginagawa natin yung duties na yun, you always have to be Krishna conscious. Think of Krishna. In that way, mas madidetach tayo doon, actually. And in the future, Krishna willing, we'll be able to much more give our life and time and consciousness kay Krishna. So, importante to kesa mag-pretend tayo sa ating life, sa spiritual life. Because kapag nag-pretend lang tayo, sandali lang natin ma-maintain yung lifestyle na we're pretending. Kaya nga we're not faking, di ba, till you make it. No, hindi natin goal yun. Make it muna. Kailangan natin gawin yun. Then you can fake it. Kasi kapag nag-design natin yung life natin into much more Krishna conscious, you can perform yung activities, material duties natin very well. Pero yung consciousness natin, very spiritual. Again, if meron tayong inagawang activities in the outside world, do it best. Kasi you can dovetail that to spiritual life. Pero hindi tayo attached doon. Yung consciousness natin, Krishna conscious pa rin. Kahit tatawag siyang Krishna conscious movement. Kahit anong position natin sa buhay, we have to be conscious kay Krishna. So this is very instructive na mga words ni Krishna kay Arjuna. Mapansin natin, lumaki tayo sa sa iba't ibang aspect and trainings and experiences. We have some inclination sa mga bagay-bagay. And minsan nang hinayang tayo, teka lang, parang winis ko yung life ko dun sa college or winis ko yung life ko sa mga experience na to. But actually, may mga reasons bakit tayo napunta sa mga situations na yon, experiences na yon. Magkakaroon ng meaning yon kapag nabigay mo yung connection sa spiritual or devotional service. Magkaroon ka ng experience in management or magkaroon ka ng exposure sa mga business because of your upbringing, you can dovetail that to devotional service. May hilig ka or passion ka sa arts, sa music, you can perform devotional service or kirtan for Krishna. Or even if you want to always speak, pwede mong gamitin din yung power of speaking to share Krishna consciousness. Lahat yon may connection. Lahat yon may meaning. Lahat yon mawawalan ng meaning kapag pinutol mo yung connection sa devotional service. Hindi mo dinadovetail. Hindi mo kinoconnect. That's yoga, to connect. And again, whatever the reaction, kailangan natin, or whatever the result, kailangan natin maging detached or equipoise. So in life, madalas, wala tayong control sa paligid. Yung sarili natin, nahirap din kontrolin. Meron lang tayong a little influence kung ano yung mapiperceive natin sa bagay-bagay. Kung ano yung mafe-feel natin. And we have to be on top of our emotions, of our mind and senses. Para tayo yung nag-drive ng buhay natin papunta sa spiritual life and hindi yung ibang mga influences and factors lang. Remember, success or failure, kailangan equal natin makikita. Because ang focus natin is maging attached lalo kay Krishna and maging detached lalo sa material life. Thank you again, my dear ones, for being with us. That is the episode entitled Be Equal to Success or Failure. Kailangan natin maging detached sa result of this action and maging attached kay Krishna and serving Krishna. In the surface, kung paano natin na-apply sa buhay yon, we have to be responsible and accountable kung ano yung sitwasyon natin ngayon. Perform your duties well, perform your activities very well, magandang relationship sa mga loved ones natin. In that way, perform natin yung spiritual life and we bring din natin lahat kay Krishna in due time. Please know that I'm always grateful, humbled and honored with your presence. Thank you for tuning in sa ating Sangha with your servant Radha Charan.